This instruction video shows the blade mounting sequence as well as optimum method for hoisting and preparing the propeller parts. Prior to starting assembly, always have the drawing of the propeller hub available from the instruction manual volume 1. The following tools and materials must be available on site. Non-aggressive cleaning solvent, clean rags or cleaning tissue, anti-seizing compound like Copa Slip or Molykote, clean hydraulic oil to be used in the CPP system, eyebolts supplied as special tools and hoisting shackles of proven design, a clamping device supplied by Lips or equivalent clamp of proven design, a slugging wrench and a socket for blade bolts, both supplied as special tools, and a wrench elongation of 1 meter length. A calibrated dynamometer or unster with scale in Newton meters or kilogram meters. And finally, stainless steel welding electrodes for welding locking strips to the head of the blade bolts. Cleaning of the pre-assembled propeller hub and blade carriers is of utmost importance. Inspect and clean all hub parts, remove burrs or small damages. The O-ring groove in the propeller hub must be cleaned and dried out before insertion of the O-ring seal. The O-ring, already lightly coated with hydraulic oil, must be pushed in the hub groove evenly over the entire seal circumference. The now exposed top side of the mounted O-ring must be covered with a generous coat of oil to ensure sufficient lubrication during the initial pitch adjustments. Dowel pins and the male center part of the blade carrier are also to be oiled. Always work clean. Prevent ingress of dirt at all times. Carefully observe inscriptions on blade feet in order to mount the blades correctly. Degrease the blade surface on the location where the clamping device is to be placed in order to prevent slipping. Estimate the precise location of the clamp over the blade center of gravity as to achieve a horizontal position of the blade foot when lifting the blade. Arrange the hoisting slings crosswise through either side of the clamping device. Lift the blade and check the horizontal position of the blade foot. Clean and inspect the entire blade foot on possible damage. Carefully remove burrs, especially on the sealing surface in way of O-ring seal. Use a scraper and suitable emery cloth when necessary. Apply oil on the O-ring sealing surface of the blade foot. Also lubricate holes for dowels and the center recess on the blade foot, as to ensure a smooth fitting. Clean and inspect all blade bolts. Apply anti-seizing compound on thread and on the underside of the bolt heads in order to decrease friction when torquing the bolts. Rub the blade bolt O-rings with hydraulic oil and carefully place the O-rings in the bolt head recesses. Now mount the bolts carefully in the threaded holes of blade carriers and pre-tension the bolts until they are just tight. It is obvious that one should always prevent undesired rotation of the propeller due to unbalance during the entire blade mounting operation. Therefore, the second blade has to be mounted on the opposite hub opening, normally being blade number 3. Turning of the propeller can be done by pulling on a sling which is attached to a fully mounted blade bolt in a still unoccupied blade carrier. Always turn the propeller in a controlled and safe manner, especially after mounting the first and the third blade. Always refer to the hub drawing to find the correct information on the specified bolt torque values. Now, the bolts on one side of the blade foot can be torqued. In the same position of the shaft, the bolts on the blade on the opposite side can be torqued as well. Correct torque value is reached when the pulling force is applied perpendicular to the torque arm or length of the spanner. After torquing all bolts, the locking strips have to be welded to the bolt heads. Upon doing this, please refer to the hub drawing. During the welding, the earth cable must be connected to the subject blade. Protect the blade surface against welding spatter. Prevent ingress of welding scale in the circumferential gap between the blade foot and the hub as to protect the O-ring seal.